Hi, I'm Austin Lincoln, Bowling Green High School, and this is my final budget presentation. The first slide you're going to see is all of the sports that I had ended up approving, and my final budget, which was $63,463. And on the right, you can see my uniform rotation that I made up. The first slide for sport that I'm going to go over is football. There were 6 things that I did not approve. Those are the ones that have an X and are in red. You can see out to the right. Um, I believe the rest of the items that the program needs, though, are approvable. The jerseys were denied due to the fact that they are placed on rotation, and this isn't their year to get new uniforms. The next sport that I'm going to go over is cross country. This is one that I really splurged on due to the fact that I shorted them the year before. The only thing that I did not allow was the easy up tent, and the amount of water bottle carriers was cut in half. The next sport was marching band. I cut the necessity list in half and eliminated the wish list for the marching band due to the high budget prices. The next one is cheerleading. The first 4 things were denied. I denied the mats, skirts, the shells, and liners due to the fact there isn't near enough money in the budget for these high-priced items. I also cut the palms amount in half due to the fact there was enough. On to boys golf. They did a great job with their budget, but I had to deny the 15 bags due to the fact that they cost a ridiculous amount. Field hockey did a great job of keeping a very reasonable budget. Therefore, I allowed them to acquire all of the items that were on their wish list. Girls lacrosse also did a great job of keeping a low budget, and I allowed them to purchase all the items that they requested as well. Wrestling had a very high wish list, but I was able to cut down some of the things. Since it's their year for uniform, I'm going to be spending most of the budget money on the uniforms, and I'll also end up buying the bike for them. But the rest of the things that they listed are going to be denied due to the high price. The girls swimming team was asking a little bit too much over the budget this year. Since they'll be receiving their new uniforms in 2 years, I will be denying those for this current year. The rest was pretty reasonable, and I'll allow them to go a little bit over my expected budget. On to the next sport is softball. Our softball team at Bowling Green won state last year, and their budget was in a very reasonable distance from what I had expected them to pay, and so I approved of all items. The baseball wish list was extremely high. A lot of these items aren't going to be used through our baseball budget. The budget was $40,000 more than I was willing to spend. I had multiple items that need to be bought through the booster club instead of our athletic program. I'm going to approve of the baseballs, the bats, the hats, the helmets, and the batting cage net. This year, our girls soccer team is receiving new uniforms, so I'll approve of those. I'll be denying the goal and the stripe of those since that money is going to go to the uniforms. Onto the boys soccer team. The total of the items requested was right at $2,500 that I had budgeted. Therefore, I will approve all of their items. The only thing that I'm going to deny with the girls tennis team is the backpack request due to the fact that I think this is something that our girls will buy without creating much of a fuss about it. I'll also only be allowing 1 tennis ball machine due to the high cost of it. Onto the boys tennis team. I will approve of the first 7 items on this list, but the last 5 you can see there that are denied in lines 8 through 13 were things I thought were a bit too expensive for our budget this year. And since it is the boys tennis team's turn for uniforms, I will approve of those. On to girls volleyball, I approved all items except for those that you can see in lines 8 through 11. These were high-priced items, and it isn't the girls volleyball team's year to get new uniforms. Onto the boys volleyball team, I will approve everything that they requested except for the uniforms and the volleyball rack It's not their year for new uniforms, and the boys and girls can share the rack that they already have, so they don't need a second one. Onto the girls basketball team, I'm going to deny the approval of the uniforms due to the fact that it's not their year in the rotation. I don't see the duffel bags being a necessity. The game ball rack can be split with the boys that we already have. The warm-up top can be bought by our players, and the gun is a necessity this year, and I don't believe the reversible shorts, are necessary due to the fact that students can just wear shorts they already have at home. Onto the boys basketball team, I'm going to wait one more year to get the boys and the girls team the gun. Since it's so high priced, I denied that purchase. It's also not the boys team's year for new uniforms, so I denied that as well. We have a ball cart right now. I realize it's older, but I think it can hold up for one more year, so that was denied. On to girls track, everything is within budget except for the uniform. Since it's not their year in the rotation, I'm going to approve of everything else though. On to the boys track, I've approved everything listed except for the pole vault package, which had the mat in it. This is such a huge purchase that it'll have to come from the booster club. Everything else is within budget though. And that concludes my presentation over the final budget plan. Hope you guys enjoyed it and have a great weekend.